皆様こんにちは。本日は第3回広島ジュニア国際フォーラム報告会にようこそお越しくださいました。私、本日も司会進行を務めさせていただきます北村さゆみと申します。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。それではまず今回の広島ジュニア国際フォーラムについてここで簡単にご説明をさせていただきます。広島ジュニア国際フォーラムは国内外の外国人高校生と県内外の高校生、留学生が広島に集い、被爆証言の聴講や平和資料館の見学を行い、被爆の実相を学ぶとともに平和な世界の実現に向けて私たちができることをテーマにディスカッションを行い、その結果を広島宣言として発表するもので、今年で3回目の開催となります。広島宣言は当報告会において後ほど参加者が発表いたします。それではまず今回の広島ジュニア国際フォーラムについてご報告いただきます。ご報告いただく皆様はどうぞ壇上へお願いいたします。それでは報告いただく方々をご紹介させていただきます。まずコーディネーターは今回広島ジュニア国際フォーラムのグループ討議のファシリテーターをご担当いただきました広島修道大学の佐渡典子教授です。続きまして同じくファシリテーターをご担当いただきました大阪国際大学の佐藤史郎准教授です。同じくファシリテーターをご担当いただきました広島市立大学の古澤義明准教授です。そして広島ジュニア国際フォーラム参加者81名のうち10名にご登壇いただいております。ここからの進行はコーディネーターの佐藤先生にお願いいたします。なおここからは英語での報告となります。日本語は同時通訳レシーバーをお使いください。それでは佐藤先生よろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for coming this closing ceremony. Before having the report from our delegation, representative from the participant, I would like to mention a little bit about our forum. It was 2011. The Excellency and Specialist on Security and Peace Building issue announced the Hiroshima for Global Peace Plan. The plan covered the role and mission of Hiroshima. The plan emphasized the importance of Hiroshima and expect that Hiroshima will be an international hub for peace. Having such suggestion, Hiroshima Prefecture government has committed to many projects to encourage the abolition of nuclear weapons and peace building. This Hiroshima Junior International Forum is one of such commitments. The purpose of this forum is to deepen mutual understanding among young generation, encourage them to make changes, and to spread a concrete message for nuclear abolition and peace building from such younger generation. Having last year's success, we expanded the forum. This year, we had 81 participants from 32 countries and regions. Last year, we invited representatives from 29 countries and regions. Before coming to Hiroshima, this year's participants joined the online workshop and submit the group report. It means they are very ready to contribute this forum very much in advance. On the first day, they visited the Peace Memorial Museum and listened to the testimony of survivors of atomic bombing. On the second day, they learned a lot about speech made by Ms. Sumimoto Mihoko, director of Int'l, and they also learned a lot from the speech made by Ambassador Nakane Takeshi, a special assistant to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Participants also learned a lot from the lecture from the facilitator. Participants had a lecture and comments on the nuclear issue from the expert Professor Sato Shiro and also Professor Song Hyun-jin sitting over there. They also enjoyed the lecture and comment made by the experts of peace building, Professor Furusawa Yoshiaki, and also Professor Kyoko Kuros. Having such time for learning, finally, they share their idea and opinion for a better future. They discuss about the issue to abolish nuclear weapons, solution, and suggestion. They also discuss about the issue for reconstruction, peace building, solution, and suggestion. Furthermore, they discuss the role of young individuals and role of Hiroshima. And it was this morning when they approved Hiroshima Declaration based on their sincere and concentrated discussion. Well, I just sketched out the process of the discussion. So now I would like to invite two facilitators to describe and report how our participants commit and achieved such a huge outcome.
Thank you very much. First of all, we would like to express our gratitude to the Governor of Hiroshima Prefecture, as well as the staff of Hiroshima Prefecture government for providing us with this valuable opportunity to talk to these fantastic students about the issue of nuclear weapons. So thank you very much. Yesterday we had discussion time on the abolishment of nuclear weapons for almost 2 hours. Before the discussion time, I gave a lecture to students and we shared the fundamental knowledge of status quo concerning nuclear weapons. That is, number of nuclear weapons and the existence of nuclear weapons-free zones in our international society. And then we reconfirmed the basic feature of the NPT, Non-Proliferation Treaty of Nuclear Weapons, and its problem. We also reconfirmed the treaty on the prohibition of nuclear weapons, which was ratified last year. And related to this, we checked Japan's policy of nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation within the context of Japan's security policy. And after that, we tried to consider why states try to build nuclear weapons. Then I asked students the following 3 questions in their discussion time. Number 1, what are issues and solutions if we want to abolish nuclear weapons? Number 2, what can we do to eliminate nuclear weapons? the last question I asked to the students is, what can Hiroshima do to encourage the abolishment of nuclear weapons? And in presentation time, all groups made well-organized presentations. So, in my understanding, it is because they study a lot before taking part in this international forum. So please look forward to listening to the Hiroshima Declaration. You will come to know that all students spent wonderful time to consider how we can realize a world without nuclear weapons from Hiroshima. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for this opportunity for students and us facilitators to discuss issues about peace building and abolition of nuclear weapons. I think this kind of forum is very precious for everyone. And I was the lead facilitator for the session on reconstruction and peace building. And in my session, I presented about recent trends and challenges Int'l community is facing in terms of peace building, and that is what we discussed. And Hiroshima is a symbolic place, as most of us here who are from Hiroshima knows. Hiroshima is quite symbolic in terms of peace. And during his visit to Hiroshima in 2016, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, Filippo Grandi, said, no place in the world symbolizes humanity's devastating relationship with war more than Hiroshima. No city speaks to us about humanity's aspiration to peace like Hiroshima. So I think it was quite a good and precious opportunity for us facilitators and students to talk about these issues here in this special environment in the Peace Memorial Park. And for the past 2 days, discussion was quite live. Even this morning was quite live. So I think participants may be slightly tired, but I think they are younger than me, so they're doing well. But I hope you enjoyed the sessions we had. And I do not want to spoil what was discussed because I think that will be mentioned by the students who are now standing next to me. So I do not want to elaborate on that anymore. And before I hand my back to Sado Sensei, I just like to say that, like I said in my session for the students, everyone can make some kind of contributions to peace building. So since you are from all different parts of the world, when you go back to your country, I hope you will continue pursuing your passion and for the peaceful world in the years to come. And I also hope your visit to Hiroshima was fruitful one. And I also hope that this will not be your last time to visit Hiroshima, and you are always be welcome to visit Hiroshima. So that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sato-san and Furusawa-san. As you have already imagined, we had wonderful 3 days. So now I'm happy to invite 10 representatives from the participants to share their experience in Hiroshima. I really wanted to hear their story from all over the participants, but we nominated 10 representatives from the participants. Please welcome our selected representative from our participant.
Hello, I'm Nozomi Nakajima, and I live in Hiroshima, Japan. Though I live in Hiroshima and was born in Hiroshima, I only knew little about what happened on August 6, 1945, and I thought I only needed to know simple things about them. I applied to this Hiroshima Junior International Forum because my friends, Yuri and Kokone, invited me to join. While discussing, I enjoyed to interact with many people with different nationalities, but I found out that it was hard to come up with a conclusion everyone can agree on and be satisfied with. But soon after, I found out that in the discussion, there is no right or wrong answer when we are trying to solve the problem, unlike math problems. The complicated problems is surely not easy to solve, but this made me realize that it is important to think about the problems, not just trying to solve them. Of course, it will be great if the discussion reaches to a realistic conclusion, which can be moved into actions. But I learned thinking deeply and critically is the most important thing when discussing. Also, diversity in opinions made me think from many perspectives. Because we gathered from 32 different countries and regions, there are many different ways of looking at one theme. Listening to other people's ideas allowed for different ways of looking at one theme. Also, it made me have a new perspective which I have never thought about before. Though we had disagreements in some of the opinions, it was good to hear them as well. This forum did not simply increase my knowledge, but also the way I think. Having different opinions are troublesome, but diversity makes power. This forum made me realize that we have a power to not only change the people around us, but also the world. Also, I would like to thank Hiroshima, volunteers, and all other people who were involved in this Hiroshima Junior International Forum for letting me experience this wonderful 3-day program. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Frederick and I come from Denmark. I've learned a lot in Hiroshima. We visited the Peace Museum and there I learned a lot of facts that I hadn't been taught before. We could also see pictures among other things, like clothes from when the bombing of Hiroshima happened. We also got to meet one of the hibakusha, which provided me with a new and refreshing perspective on the bombing, as well as the use of nuclear weapons in general. A perspective like that is not something you can be taught. It's something you have to experience, in my opinion. We also had a lot of group discussions, which maybe reflect on the prominent problems that we're currently facing concerning nuclear weapons and disarmament. Talking to people from other countries also enabled me to see the whole ordeal from another point of view. Things like the reality about the bombings, the after effects, and how it changed the Japanese lifestyle as they knew it, are things that I hadn't considered before coming here. We were also lucky enough to get to meet the Governor of Hiroshima. It just goes to show how supportive the local government is of events like this and how much they want to show and share their history. During the various days of this event, an array of very knowledgeable and intelligent people gave us presentations just to educate us on the history of Hiroshima and the problems that we're currently facing. That, to me, shows a lot of commitment, and that's something that I can personally respect and appreciate a lot. Perhaps the most important thing of all is that I have met a lot of people with drastically different backgrounds and beliefs. And that's something that's broadened my horizon a lot, which was actually the primary reason I came to Japan in the first place. As a human, it's natural to have preconceived notions of other countries and people from those countries. Those might not be true though, and therefore I think it's important to meet other kinds of people, and even better if it's in a safe environment like this. So I'd like to thank Hiroshima Camp for hosting this event. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Yuri Oniki from Hiroshima, Japan. Participating in this forum helped me learn and think a lot about peace and nuclear weapons. And it was such a precious experience to spend time with every one of you. Actually, this is my second time to participate in Hiroshima Junior International Forum. In my first time, which was 2 years ago, I wasn't able to express my opinions in the way I wanted to. Therefore, my goal for this forum was to talk. And I think I was able to speak up during discussions and gain deeper understandings toward the issue. During the past few days, we received many lectures by specialists who are actively involved in peace activities all around the world. All the lectures were new and fascinating for me. I have learned about nuclear weapons for several years in Hiroshima, but I noticed that there are so many things that I don't know, and how complicated the problems surrounding nuclear weapons are. I had great discussions with my group about peace building and nuclear abolishment. It was just amazing to be in a part of discussion about peace with people from all around the world. Thinking for solutions about the topics were very difficult since they were all entangled. At the same time, I noticed that all the problems are connected in some ways. I recognize that solving small issues can lead to the achievement of a world without nuclear weapons. This idea made me think that there are things that we can do to change the world. Before taking part in this forum, I had never believed in our ability to influence people around the world. However, right now, I believe that step by step, we will be able to change the world, and my participation in this forum was our first step. I firmly believe that our next step is to take specific actions from small to the bigger ones and spread what we learn through this forum to people around us. Finally, I would like to express my deep gratitude to our great organizers and love to all my supporting fellows during the conference days. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Keita Akimoto. I'm in the second year senior high school in Ehime Prefecture. We have experienced various things at Hiroshima Junior International Forum this time. For example, visiting the Peace Memorial Museum, listening to the atomic bomb survivors' story, lectures by facilitators, group discussion, and so on. Through these experiences, I think that we learn important things we cannot learn at school. But I think these differ from one person to another. So I will introduce mainly three of the important things I learned about. Firstly, I will talk about the fear of nuclear weapons. Of course, I have studied in my school by reading books on the internet and so on. However, actually I visited and studied in Hiroshima, where the atomic bombing was dropped. I felt that the fear of nuclear weapons is not only the historical fact, but also a big fear close to me. We can never understand deeply the real causes of hibakusha and feelings to nuclear weapons by students from textbooks. I consider that knowing the correct information and fear about nuclear weapons will become very important elements to think about abolishing nuclear weapons and self-sustainable peace building. Also, we should tell exactly the truth which we study for many people. Secondly, the abolition of nuclear weapons is essential to have that become between countries. In second day, keynote address, I learned that even Japan, which is a country that urged the abolition of nuclear weapons, has not ratified the nuclear weapon ban treaty. In other words, it is easy to say, let's abolish nuclear weapons. But to realize it, we should overcome the problems about corpus of power balance and the relation between nuclear state and non-nuclear state. For this challenge, first of all, we must build trust between countries. I think we could take a big first step to build the trust in this forum. Thirdly, I learned the importance of cooperation. Many people living in different countries and regions cooperated towards achieving the same goal in this forum. In the future society, we must work together without paying attention to the difference in background. Finally, I express grateful appreciation to the people who supported us, and we pledge to keep conveying information about about peace building and the abolition of nuclear weapons as Hiroshima Junior International Forum ambassadors. Thank you.
My name is James. I'm from Canada. Through this forum, I learned about a lot of factors for peace building and nuclear abolition. Before joining this forum, I thought that the definition of peace was just no war, but I was wrong. I found out that peace has many meanings, like no poverty, no discrimination, and no threat. By visiting the Peace Memorial Museum, I came to know that many people died because of the atomic bombing, and young ones like us were deprived of their dreams. Having listened to the Hibakusha, Miss Keiko Ogura's passionate testimony, I felt how much she wanted us to know the tragedy of the war. I want to keep their voices alive and hand down their feelings and thoughts to the next generation. How one thinks of the use of nuclear weapons is different from one another. We should not force our thoughts on each other, nor should we criticize each other's thoughts. We should respect each other and establish a long-term relationship. Students from 32 countries and regions were gathered and were assigned into 10 groups. 2 presentations were conducted in a diverse atmosphere. This reminded me of the importance of mutual agreement on peace building. Our group was well organized and had good chemistry, so even when there was not much time, we were able to finish the task. If the whole world would believe in and help each other, we would be one step closer to world peace. So young people like us should join forums like this with a positive attitude. Then we should accept diversity and develop our friendship. And just remember, peace begins with a smile. Thank you.
Would you believe me if I said that before coming to Hiroshima, I didn't know what nuclear weapons did? Well, my name is Ravin Lau and I'm from Malaysia. And after I came here and I got to know the true destructive power of nuclear weapons, I recognized the need for its abolishment. I've also learned so much about the issues and challenges that prevent the abolishment of nuclear weapons, that we can only overcome by working together and fostering international relations. Speaking of working together, ever since I came here, I have considerably expanded my Japanese vocabulary, if I may. Sugoi! Chotto imatte! Tasukete! Kawaii desu! Hiroshima is living proof that you can rise from the ashes and that you can build something even better from those ashes. From a military city to a barren wasteland, to the flourishing city of peace that it is today, Hiroshima has always proven that it can defy the odds and that it can go from peacelessness to negative peace to positive peace. Hiroshima plays a major role in the abolition of nuclear weapons because as one of the only cities that has ever experienced firsthand the true horrors of a nuclear bomb, Hiroshima is uniquely qualified to spearhead this effort. However, it's not just Hiroshima, but it's all the nations of this world that must, I repeat, that must stand together to achieve our common objective, which is to realize a peaceful world. And what better way to realize a peaceful world than by hosting such wonderful events like this? This forum is only the success that it is because of all of us. Yes, every single one of us. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the future politicians, the future governors, the future ambassadors, the future prime ministers, the future presidents. I know I'm talking to you in this room, and I know you will go far, and trust me, we will meet again someday. We forged friendships that have spanned nearly the entire globe, and I'm sure, I'm very sure, in fact, you could say I'm 200% sure that they'll last for a lifetime or maybe more. Honestly, we might not seem like much. I mean, we're just teenagers, right? What can we do? But together, we can achieve so much. Even though it may seem nearly impossible, I believe that we can do it. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ratana and I'm from Cambodia. Before I came here, when you say Hiroshima, my first and probably only thought would be my history class and the exam that I almost failed. But being here and experiencing everything for myself has really changed the way that I view Hiroshima's bombing, nuclear weapons, and peace. You know, back at home studying the Hiroshima bombing, they would tell us like, yeah, this many people died, Hiroshima's infrastructure and economy and everything collapsed, but it just wasn't enough details, and I didn't know that until I came here. Here I actually got the full story, the categories of the victims, the injuries that they sustained, the true menace of nuclear bombs, and just how bad things really are. We were also told that the US dropped the bombs because of Pearl Harbor and to end World War II, but really it's more than that. There are other reasons such as to deter Russia and other options aside from the atomic bombs, which I only learned about at the museum the other day. So I had the chance to know beyond the simplified version that my textbook and my school had to offer. And furthermore, all the lectures and group discussions had helped me understand and identify the issues that are preventing nuclear disarmament, such as the growing tension and conflicts around the world, but also the actions that we can take to tackle these problems. From small actions like social media to bigger ones like creating interesting and relatable entertainment sources depicting the bombing. Last but not least, I met so many awesome people during the forum, and we've been having lots of fun. Thank you for making me seem cooler than I actually am. So in conclusion, I've learned a great deal from Hiroshima. I got to know the full story and become much more familiar with nuclear weapons and its movement towards abolition. I also got to be part of identifying and discussing the challenges of abolishing nuclear weapons. And I definitely won't forget all you cool people. Overall, it's been an interesting, eye-opening, and incredible journey. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Katherine Otto. I'm living in Hiroshima Prefecture. It was my first time to participate in this big event over 3 days. I tried hard and enjoyed. I thought I liked to interact with various people. It is the reason why I wanted to participate in this forum. I was thinking I can communicate with someone even if I'm not good at English, but it didn't go the way I wanted. but it didn't go the way I wanted it to. The first day, I couldn't continue the conversation in English. No words come out from my brain. And also, I'm not a native English speaker, so the pace was way too fast. However, after that, I gradually got used to it, and it became possible to explain my feeling to the events and make requests, etc. In the end, I could learn a different opinion than mine. Before the forum, I thought personal scale and large scale opinion as one, until I listened to the lectures. I was thinking too hard. There are two big opinions in the world now. One is to abolish nuclear weapons for peace. Another is nuclear weapons prevent war in advance. There is two distinct opinions, but we have to act to make a peaceful world. If we want to true peace, we need more people who know well about nuclear issues. We discussed and announced how to convey information to more people yesterday, and then we need the two countries to reach an agreement. I think the process toward peace and my achievement, which is communicating positively, are similar, because it is impossible to agree with others without using communication skills. We use this skill when we talk with your friends or someone. Finally, I spent the 3 good days. If I have any opportunity to interact with foreigners like this time, I'd like to participate again. Maybe I will develop a little more than now every time I do that. Thank you for giving me this kind of opportunity. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chani Samudradewa, and I'm from Sri Lanka. I'd like to thank everyone for letting us have this amazing opportunity to participate at the Hiroshima Junior International Forum. This event has given us all insight to the disastrous state that Hiroshima went through by suffering from the nuclear bomb. Hiroshima's strength, recovery, and hope towards peace-building, reconstruction, and nuclear disarmament is an inspiration to all of us to help make a change. Hiroshima is a motivation to everyone around the world and will continue to be a nation of motivation for many years to come. Our journey began with meeting our lifelong friends. The memories will never be forgotten, and we will share this experience worldwide. We learned about the horrifying outcomes of the nuclear bomb, which occurred on the 6th of August, 1945. We heard a testimony from an A-bomb survivor and learned about the survival techniques they had used in post-war conditions, which touched all of our hearts, and we will spread the story as a method of remembrance. On the second day, we had several lectures on nuclear weapons abolishment, and we learned how the effects are related to the Sustainable Development Goals implemented by the United Nations. As an example, in the process of nuclear weapon abolishment, the destruction of 100 Hiroshima-sized nuclear bombs could lead to extreme environmental conditions through a massive decline in air temperatures, causing a 10% decrease in food production, which then leads to poverty and illnesses. The discussions and lectures gave us a meaningful insight to the various solutions that can be done in order to save our world from violence and provide everyone with a sense of security. Through experience from several resources, each group constructed a summarizing draft and presented it. Through this, we gained presentation skills, teamwork skills, and participation skills as we created and evaluated strategies and solutions of peace building. We further increased our capabilities, such as gaining more confidence in speaking out to everyone and analyzing the solutions, and much more. Our communication skills increased massively as we all learned to communicate in the various forums from around the world. This has been an extremely informative and interactive event, which I highly enjoyed, and I'm sure everyone who is part of this forum did too. We have made lifelong friends who share the same journey and will continue to spread the inspiration we have gained from Hiroshima to all other parts of the world as we all go back with wonderful memories and experiences from this forum that we will never forget. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I hope you can hear me because I'm not going to stop. My name is Ria Obe. I'm from Tokyo, Japan. Over the last few days, I have had the opportunity to speak with people from many places, regions within my own country and many others from abroad. I have listened to speeches from many esteemed professors and other specialists, and all of this while sitting in a seat in Tokyo, thanks to the brilliant technology that Anna has provided me. I would like to thank everyone who'd helped myself and everyone else have this amazing opportunity. To be honest with everyone here, I did not decide to join this forum on my own. I was actually informed of this event by my teacher, and she had to convince me into doing this. It was a slightly random decision, but that spur-of-the-moment decision turned out to be a really good one. The main topic of this forum, peace and the abolition of nuclear weapons, are topics which Hiroshima is deeply entwined with. Listening to all the different opinions, all the different ways of thinking, ignited a spark within myself. Some questions that had never occurred to me before were now asking to be answered. There are so many things that we take for granted, words we use without knowing their meanings. The word peace is one of them. Equality is another. I still don't know exactly what those words mean. The solution to the problem of nuclear proliferation still escapes me. People still die every day from hunger and as a result of war. But does this mean that this forum had no meaning? No. As many people, many groups have said, we are the next generation. We will be building the future. The world we are in now may seem dark, with the threat of many dilemmas hanging over our heads. Global warming, racism, war, nuclear weapons, and so many others. We will inherit these problems, but we cannot and should not blame our parents or any generation that came before us, for they have given us all the tools we need to solve the problems at hand and create a better world. Our future is in our own hands. And because of that, chances like this, chances to know, to truly understand what kind of challenges we face are vital. Yes, coming to this forum just gave me more questions that I needed to answer. And yes, coming to this forum may not impact that many people. No, just by coming to this forum, we have not saved the world. But I would like to think that everyone here, everyone, learned something. Personally, what I take away from this event is as follows. A new understanding of my lack of knowledge on the topics. As a Japanese national, I had thought that I would know basically everything to do with the atomic bombing. It happened in my country, and we learn about it in school, but I was mistaken. In addition, by being exposed to many diverse ways of thinking, I re-understood the importance of critical thinking. For almost 3 days, nearly 72 hours, we have spoken and thought about these topics. That may not seem like a lot of time, but I think this experience will stay with us for our entire lives, as it should. I am grateful that we all got the opportunity to create our own declaration and to have our own opinions in the original state, our voice presented at such a prestigious ceremony. I am glad that all of our opinions were taken into account and what we wanted was faithfully represented by the facilitators of this forum. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Aren't they wonderful? Please give them your big hand once again from the floor. Thank you very much for sharing your experience. Now I'd like to invite another representative from the participants to share the Hiroshima Declaration.
佐田先生およびご登壇者の皆様、どうもありがとうございました。 それでは続きまして、次のプログラム、広島宣言発表のための準備を行います。もうしばらくお待ちください。それではお待たせいたしました。準備が整いましたので、広島宣言の発表に入らせていただきます。それでは再び佐渡先生、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Thank you very much. Now I'm very honored to share the outcome of our 3 days discussion. It was really this morning. Maybe it's around noon we finished the finalizing our Hiroshima Declaration. We had a very concentrated discussion for these 3 days, and we achieved Hiroshima Declaration. Just our 20 representative will announce you. So please welcome our 20 representative.
We, the peace-loving participants of the Hiroshima Junior International Forum from 32 countries and regions, gathered here in Hiroshima from August 19th to August 21st, 2018. Our purpose was, and still is, to learn the initiatives for the abolition of nuclear weapons reconstruction and peace building. Our mission is to share each other's experiences and ideas and to discuss it and agree upon what we can do for world peace.
Considering the recent development with regard to nuclear disarmament, we recognize there are both positive and negative dimensions. As far as nuclear disarmament is concerned, in 2017, the Treaty of the Prohibition of Nuclear Weapons was passed. The effort of civil society to abolish nuclear weapons culminated in awarding of the Nobel Peace Prize to international campaign to abolish nuclear weapons. In addition to this, 2 historical summits took place this year, the summit between North and South Korea in Nepal, and in June, the United States and North Korea summits held in Singapore. At both of these summits, strong pledge towards denuclearization of the Korea Peninsula was declared. However, because of the disagreement on the way to achieve abolishment of nuclear weapons, a huge gap was created in the attitude towards the nuclear weapon ban treaty between nuclear weapon states and non-nuclear weapon states. Moreover, no one can be sure that the process of denuclearization of North Korea would proceed immediately and smoothly.
It almost goes without saying that the future of the world is unclear and to some extent ambiguous. But that is why we, as representatives of the youth today, should never cease to learn, discuss, and pursue ways to build a better world. Hiroshima, a place we met, has a special history and legacy and served to greatly inspire us, to overcome the difficulties we face, and to encourage the next generation to follow us. It is our responsibility to inform the community of Hiroshima and beyond what we have learned and discussed in our time here.
So first, we consider the issues related to the abolition of nuclear weapons.
The Treaty of Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, NPT, has an inbuilt inequality in terms of possession of nuclear weapons, because it classifies state members to the treaty into two groups: nuclear weapon states and non-nuclear weapon states. Although they do not possess nuclear weapons, some of the non-nuclear weapon states have relied on the nuclear umbrella provided by the nuclear weapon states. And this has led to the creation of gap between the stances of nuclear weapon states and non-nuclear weapon states, but also even among non-nuclear weapon states towards the NWBT. So we strongly recommend to arrange or call on another summit for all nuclear weapon states to denuclearize nuclear weapons. Besides, nuclear weapon states and their allied non-nuclear weapon states should change their mindsets and recognize the inhuman nature of nuclear weapons. And Japan also should play a crucial role in building bridges between non-nuclear weapon states and nuclear weapon states.
Due to the lack of trust in the abolition of nuclear weapons, there are still many nuclear weapons around the world, especially in the United States and Russia, despite the fact that nuclear weapon states recognize the need of nuclear disarmament. They still fall into a security dilemma and they cannot actualize it. Likewise, certain non-nuclear weapon states never gave up their nuclear programs in pursuit of national defense. Indeed, the issue of North Korea nuclear development has become a major security threat not only to the neighboring country but also to the rest of the world. In order to solve the complex security problems, we believe that state leaders and ordinary citizens need to improve the mutual trust and develop relationships based on that trust between countries. In particular, for those purposes, it is necessary to hold regular meetings so that each state can exchange opinion freely and openly and develop mutual understanding regarding security issues. In addition, the mass media and social media should be utilized responsibly to increase awareness of the abolition of nuclear weapons, and efforts should be made to ease the mutual distrust among countries.
In addition, we can turn our eyes away from the environmental effect of nuclear weapons. Nuclear waste created in the production of nuclear weapons has already been built up and poses a potentially disastrous radioactive danger to the environment. Needless to say, there would be a catastrophic impact on a massive scale around the world. Once the weapons were used, the consequences would be beyond words. There would be a huge burden on food production, among other things, because of the long-lasting radiation, which could result in causing devastating poverty around the world. We strongly believe that testing, producing, and using nuclear weapons needs to be prohibited because of these environmental reasons as well. The long-term effect of radiation on human bodies and the environment cannot be ignored. We urge the international community to fund and invest in scientific research on how to properly dispose of nuclear waste. We cannot leave this huge burden to the next generation.
Secondly, we consider the issues related to peace building. First, peace building and poverty reduction are two halves of the same coin. Globally, more than 800 million of people are still living on the less than $1.9 a day. While poverty eradication remains one of the challenges, growing economic inequality within a state is also emerging as a new challenges for both developing and developed countries. Poverty arising from these challenges is often named as one of the root causes of terrorism. Furthermore, increasing military spending by states, as reported in the media, could be used in other sectors such as education and public health.
To overcome the poverty, we need to share responsibilities within the international community and show continued support to the countries in need. For instance, Japan, one of the most developed countries, achieved its development with the assistance of the international community after the Second World War. In a similar manner, assistance should be provided by the international community as a whole, not only at state level, but also from civil society as well. The United Nations should encourage its member states to provide this assistance. We also believe that nuclear weapon states particularly should provide assistance to countries which have suffered from nuclear testing.
Today, discrimination, prejudice within a country over race, gender, religion, and culture is causing a lack of trust and misunderstanding among people and worldwide. Education systems have not worked very well to teach us the seriousness of these issues. These negative attitudes create a sense of injustice, which results in keeping people disadvantaged socially, politically, and economically. This lack of trust nurtures a culture of violence and disharmony, often paralyzing our communities.
To overcome discrimination, we emphasize the importance of access to education for all and the quality education. For example, teacher training is very important to assure the quality of education. Education would be the best way to pursue positive peace in the world. Through education, people could learn to be critical, open-minded, and to proactively speak up for a more peaceful world. While learning about the community to which we belong and its history is important, it is equally vital to learn about modern-day issues facing us currently in the world. A peaceful community means not only one in which everyone lives safely, but one where people accept, respect, and cherish their differences, solving challenges in a dialogue without resorting to violent means.
The mass media has not played a sufficient role to inform us of the serious issues we face today. For example, news coverage is skewed, not covering armed conflicts in some parts of the world. Emergence of social media has filled in this gap in positive ways, however. People are also often misled by the internet, resulting in discriminatory behavior. We must not also forget about those people in post-conflict and developing countries who cannot readily access the internet.
To overcome this media coverage gap, we need to improve our media literacy. This means that we have to access, watch, and read the media with a critical mind. While mainstream media will remain the basis for our supplies of information, the ongoing shift toward online and social media is inevitable. It is up to us to utilize the latter in an effective and balanced way. For example, multilingual medical platforms should be expanded. This widened online access should be carried out in as many major languages as possible, not only in Japanese and English, but also those formally recognized by United Nations. We also emphasize the necessity maintaining the use of traditional media, such as books, pamphlets, and other written materials, which do not require digital assistance.
As the A-bomb survivors or hibakusha are aging, we, the young individuals, also need to think about what we can do to the future generations to pass down their messages of peace. For abolition of nuclear weapons, we, the young people of the world, can take the following actions. First, in order to raise people's awareness, we will use various tools, such as collecting signatures to abolish nuclear weapons, to induce public opinion. If we can spread the idea of nuclear taboo, we can overcome the theory of nuclear deterrence. Second, we will share our experiences in Hiroshima and implement our action plan after going back to our home cities. Such effort must expand the network of the young individuals to move forward to the nuclear-free world. Third, we will keep educating ourselves, not only knowledge on nuclear weapons issues, but also understanding other countries in a basic condition to overcome the mistrust between the countries.
For reconstruction and peace building, creating a peaceful community is indispensable. Toward this, we the future leaders of the world can make following contributions in our daily lives. First, in order to overcome discrimination, we will be kind to others and those in need, as what goes around comes around. Second, we will also not be afraid to speak up for the right causes. Third, we will improve our media literacy in order to obtain a balanced view. Fourth, we will aspire to be a village for a partnership between countries by creating a network of friendship, including our friends from the Hiroshima Junior International Forum. For both the abolition of nuclear weapons and peace building, we, the youth, can also be effective messengers of peace by utilizing new methods that are available, such as social media and crowdfunding.
Finally, we consider the ways in which Hiroshima can contribute to the resolution of the issues above. The tragic memory of humanitarian consequences of nuclear weapon is fading as 73 years have passed since the end of the World War II. Now more than ever, we believe it is important for Hiroshima to share the history and the stories of the Hibakusha to the world. While increasing public awareness about the nuclear weapon is vital, it is similarly essential to inform the world that radiation from the nuclear weapon affects survivors over generations. Hiroshima should be a hub, messenger, and reminder of peace. To facilitate this, it should reach out to younger generations with new methods and forms such as drama, fine arts, music, and comics, as well as effectively utilizing social media. We suggest that Hiroshima should constantly adopt and update its methods to keep up with the times.
We also believe in the importance of peace studies programs at school. However, there seems to be a gap between peace education inside and outside of Hiroshima. We need to listen to the voices of the Hibakusha who experienced the war and atrocities firsthand and learn from their direct history in order to create a peaceful future. In order to expand and widen the scope of the peace studies program, we believe that the program should not only cover Hiroshima, but also the stories and the tragedies of other areas from Japan and other countries.
We also believe in the importance of, and are very grateful for,
international exchange programs like the Hiroshima Junior International Forum. Such exchange programs provide an important opportunity to broaden our mindsets and share our thoughts and experiences. Peace starts from communication, and Hiroshima is an ideal city to discuss and think about the issue of peace. We also believe that the continuation of exchange programs such as these will open up a path for peace, and it should be carried out appealing to and involving different generations, both young and old.
We are young, but it doesn't mean we can do nothing. We are citizens of the world and concerned about global peace. As responsible citizens such as these, we will maintain our interest in elections closely and critically watch the decisions made by our leaders. Furthermore, we can get involved in our respective local and global communities by supporting and actively participating in civil society, working on the Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs.
Yet, at the same time, we want to emphasize the importance to be thankful for the small things. This includes the importance of keeping an open mind, maintaining our passion, and most of all, starting change for ourselves. Neither the large scale nor a small scale is more important than the other.
As ambassadors for peace, we pledge our determination to contribute to world peace according to the aims and initiatives outlined in this declaration. Our mission and our passion for it will be our drive and our own encouragement. Now we are ready to start our efforts for a better future.
Thank you very much. This declaration covers the participants' aim and determination. However, this declaration also covers the message and suggestion toward the community of Hiroshima. So most of them are going to leave Hiroshima in coming day, but we means that the people living in Hiroshima, I do hope we get together and move forward for the better and more peaceful world. Thank you very much. Please give them another big hands to them.
皆様ありがとうございました。そしてここまで進行を務めていただきました佐田先生、ありがとうございました。それでは読み上げていただきました広島宣言を代表者から湯崎知事に渡していただきます。それでは湯崎知事、ステージへお上がりください。それでは広島ジュニア国際フォーラム参加者代表の方、湯崎知事に広島宣言をお渡しください。それでは写真撮影を行いますので、カメラの方へお願いいたします。参加者代表の方に湯崎知事に広島宣言をお渡しいただきました。ありがとうございました。それでは続きまして、参加者の皆さんをこのフォーラムの 大使として委嘱したいと思います。大使はこのフォーラムの開催趣旨であります国際平和と友好交流を推進するため活動を行っていただくことを期待して委嘱するものです。それでは湯崎知事、代表者の方、よろしくお願いいたします。
Certificate of Appointment. Hiroshima Prefecture has approved the appointment of Ishii Yumi as Ambassador of Hiroshima Junior International Forum, 21st August 2018. Hidehiko Izaki, Governor of Hiroshima Prefecture. Certificate of Appointment. Hiroshima Prefecture has approved the appointment of Gerald Matthew Varghese as Ambassador of Hiroshima Junior International Forum. 21st August 2018, Hidehiko Izaki, Governor of Hiroshima Prefecture.
それではどうぞ写真撮影を行いたいと思いますので、代表者2名の方、一歩前の方にお進みいただけますでしょうか。お願いいたします。素敵なお写真をお撮りいただけましたでしょうか。ありがとうございました。それでは会場の皆様、今一度盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。それではステージ上の皆様、お席の方にお戻りください。それでは湯崎知事がご挨拶を申し上げます。湯崎知事、よろしくお願いいたします。
皆さん、本当にお疲れ様でした。また各方面からですね、本日は第3回広島ジュニア国際フォーラム4国会にご参加をいただいて、誠にありがとうございました。国内外からご参加の外国人高校生の皆さん、また県内外からご参加の高校生の皆さん、そして留学生の皆さん、本当にありがとうございました。この3日間、本当に密度の濃い議論をしていただけたのではないかというふうに思います。また、ファシリテーターを務めていただきました佐藤典子先生、佐藤史郎先生、孫ヒョンジン先生、古澤義明先生、黒須京子先生、ダニエル・ジェームス先生、本当にありがとうございました。この広島国際ジュニアフォーラムは、国際平和の拠点である広島において、国内外の外国人高校生と、県内および県外の高校生および留学生が、国際平和についての討議や交流等を通じて、核兵器のない平和な世界の実現に向けたメッセージを発信するとともに、国際的な理解を深めることで、次代の人材育成を図ることを目的として開催をいたしました。 日本、そして32カ国地域の高校生、県内の留学生の皆さんには、この3日間で、被爆の実相に触れて、平和な世界の実現に向けて何をすべきか、何ができるか、核兵器廃絶と復興平和構築の分野について、課題と解決策、また国や地域の壁を越えて議論し、平和のメッセージとして広島宣言をまとめていただきました。宣言の内容はすべて本当に重要なものだというふうに思いました。中でも特に私が注目をしたいところは、署名を集めたり、自分の国に帰ってアクションプランを実行するということによって、ネットワークを広げて核抑止を乗り越えていくという決意を示していただいた点であります。また、ソーシャルメディアやクラウドファンディングの活用も提案してくれた点なども大変重要であったかと思います。時代を担う皆さんが、ここ広島で経験したことを、ぜひさまざまなネットワークで広げていって、核兵器廃絶の気持ちをさまざまな人と共有していただきたいと思います。報告の中でも、議論をすることが大変大事だということがありました。結論はなかなか得ることができない。でも、自分の考えることを、ここでまとめたことを実行できることを実行していくということもとても大事なことだというふうに思います。皆さんの果たしていくことができる役割というのはとても大きいと期待をしています。繰り返しになりますけれども、果たすことができる役割、ぜひ皆さんに本当に果たしていただきたいというふうに思うわけであります。広島宣言において皆さんが示してくれた決意を本日から実行していただいて、折々にですね、こんなことをしたよというふうに報告をいただけると大変嬉しく思います。広島としても参加していただける平和のプログラムの情報を発信をしていきたいと思いますので、今後も機会があれば、ぜひそういった取り組みにも参加をしていただきたいと思います。先ほど皆さんにジュニアフォーラム大使の任命状をお渡しをいたしました。今後皆さんにはそれぞれがこのフォーラムで感じたことや考えたことを各学校や地域で発信をしていただきたいと思います。皆さんが広く発信をしていただくことによって、各国で核兵器を廃絶しようというこの一人一人の市民の意思が集まっていく。そしてそれが世論を形作っていく。このことこそが核兵器廃絶への大きな原動力となっていくと考えます。最初の一人一人の皆さんの一歩は小さいかもしれません。ただそれが集まることによって大きな力になっていくということです。もう一度繰り返しますけれども、皆さんの果たすことのできる役割というのは非常に大きいと思います。そして広島宣言において皆さんが示された決意、本日からぜひ実行していただきたい。これからも広島の取り組みは続きますので、また皆さんと一緒にその取り組み、できればなというふうに思います。最後になりましたけれども、今回の広島ジュニア国際フォーラムの開催にあたって、本当に多くのご支援やご協力をいただいた皆様、また外務省の皆様、本当にご協力をいただきました。そういった関係の皆様方に謹んで感謝の意を表しまして、ご挨拶とさせていただきたいと思います。3日間、本当にご苦労様でした。素晴らしい成果だったと思います。ありがとうございました。
湯崎知事、ありがとうございました。 をもちまして第3回広島ジュニア国際フォーラム報告会を終了させていただきます。Thank you very much again for coming the third Hiroshima Junior International Forum. Hope you had a fruitful day. 本日はご来場いただきまして誠にありがとうございました。